Hi guys, Shitbird here, and I rape dead babies with sunglasses. Now I'm going to start off and continue with the more kill streaks. So last time I ended it with 5 on the false package, and if you don't know what that was, then I suggest going to the previous video along with getting the ones you missed. So there's Team UAV, which reveals enemy positions to the map for everyone on your team. This is basically the regular UAV in COD now, but it's kind of very powerful, so I ended up moving up to a 5 and keeping the personal UAV at 3 instead. Now, there's Team Ammo, which refills your whole team's ammo and equipment. There's a Precision Airstrike, which you just put an airstrike in and choose the direction it comes from, or going towards rather. Then there is the Nanite Launcher, which gives you 3 controllable missiles, and when they blow up, like these nanites will be in the area, in the affected area, and they'll eat away at kill streaks and enemy players in the blast radius. So if you shoot a helicopter, it will gradually take damage from that helicopter, or it'll work just like fire in Black Ops. Players walk into it, it's gonna hurt them. Then there is the M202 FLASH, which is the exact same thing as the Grim Reaper in Black Ops. It actually is still used today. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention as well: some of the kill streaks, or rather quite a bit of them, are actually real things. They're based on real things that are actually in development or being used today. Like one of them I'll talk about. Some of them are actually made by DARPA, which is the defense something. They work at the Pentagon. They're cool, I guess. And they have these future research projects for soldiers and all this crazy stuff. And it's pretty cool. I did some awesome research and I found out some cool stuff. So yes, the M202 FLASH is just basically a little incendiary rocket launcher. So you get 4 rounds and a flame assault shoulder weapon. You can lock onto air support, or you can free fire, and it can either fire 1 round, 2 rounds, or all 4 rounds at the same time. And like I said in the very first video, with the game mechanics and shit like that, if you hold the D-pad left, it will change firing modes. And then there's a Flamethrower, which gives you unlimited ammo, but after you first fire it and you die, you lose it completely. Then there is the Predator, but rather than pressing D-pad and then you automatically get a cheap-ass skill from the sky rocket, you have to mark an area on the map to call it in, and the advantage of this over an airstrike is it's quicker and it comes straight down, so like a building isn't going to get in the way like where it would with a regular airstrike. But the airstrike just packs more of a punch for a wider area. So that's something you think about before you pick it or whatever. Then there's the Falcon, which basically you just control a laser machine gun and a jet as it flies over a designated area. Then there is a homing beacon, where you place a rod into the ground and whatever. It's like a giant motion sensor. It detects nearby enemy players, and it cannot be hidden from. And did I just say it a second ago? It has a bigger radius than the Sonar Sensor, and it cannot be hidden from. Yeah, and this could help. This could help for an objective shit, or anything in general, I guess. And now there are oh yes, personal EMP blast. Basically, it just does an EMP blast from your position, like a mini EMP. Not the whole map, but just a certain radius around you. It'd be bigger than the EMP grenades, also. And there are the sonar goggles, which you can activate it with like because like you can turn kill streaks on and off. Well, certain ones, like these sonar goggles, for example, if you press D-pad up to cycle through your kill streaks that you have, basically while you have this, you can just deactivate it or activate it with D-pad right. And basically, it will hide the HUD when it's activated, but it pulses every few seconds so you can see nearby enemies and equipment through walls. Then there is the EMP generator, which when you place it down, it destroys enemy equipment. Players cannot call in their kill streaks when they're affected, and it removes their HUD and stuff like that, just like the EMP would. But it cannot be picked up. This is basically like a super jammer from Black Ops, but EMP-like. Then there is the suicide vest, which basically you just press D-pad right to pull out like a little button thing, and then you press R1 to self-detonate yourself, and it hurts nearby players. You can just basically jihad something if you desire. This is basically like a portable predator missile, if you want to think of it that way. Jihad! So now on to 6. There is the SAM turret. You basically just airdrop a crate, and it has a surface-to-air missile turret, and it shoots at air support. That's pretty simple. Now is the HPEM active denial system. You basically just use a laser designator, and you send an energy beam to a certain target, and it can be used on vehicles, it can be used on players, but it will destroy vehicles, and it really has no use on people. It'll just like deafen them and shit, so they won't like hear anything in the game for a little bit. So you'd want to use that on air support. Then there's the sentry gun. So you airdrop a minigun on a tripod, blah blah blah. It's automated, but you can also mount it. That way it's more versatile. So like if someone has a certain perk to hide from sentry guns, then you can just do this and shoot their face off, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" So yeah. Then there is the Nanite Strike, which acts just like the Napalm Strike in Black Ops, but it's nanites instead of napalm. So yeah, people in the affected area just take damage even after the initial drop. So, and then another one is Thermobaric Strike. It's basically like a super firebomb. So you mark an area. You mark an area. Yeah, you mark an area on the map to drop a fuel air bomb, which it's far more deadly in terms of damage than explosive airstrikes, but it's only going to be fire. So it's not going to be like any blast radius in it. So yeah. Then there's the laser beam. So you mark a designated area for a flying saucer to shoot a lethal beam in a flyby. That could be pretty cool. You'd be like, "Watch yourself, fool! My name's Tyrone, and you stole my toilet paper. You're dead. You're dead, Dale. You hurt my feelers," and something. I don't know. I guess whatever. Pretend I didn't say that. Yeah. Now the sonar. It's basically a team UAV, but that it cannot be shot down. And it's sonar, so there's a perk that hides you from UAVs and stuff. Well, that perk does not hide you from sonar. So, yeah. Oh, and yeah, it reveals enemy positions to your team. And then there's the thermal sweep, which is a radar sweep on the minimap, and it shows thermal imaging of enemy players. It reveals them to your whole team, and it cannot be shot down. But it's only going to detect people that are not like in a building. They have to be outside. So yeah, and like earlier, there is a perk that hides you from thermal. So yeah. And then there is mine drop. So you just mark a spot on the map, and then a plane will fly by and it'll drop some landmines. It cannot be too many though, otherwise it would just be kind of really annoying or obnoxiously overpowered or something. I don't know. Probably just a couple. And then EMP drone, so you mark an area on the map, and basically it's a predator missile, but an EMP blast. It'll be a bigger blast radius than a predator missile, but it will also affect the area for 30 seconds. So people won't be able to call in kill streaks while they're affected in that area. They can walk out of the area, or if they walk into it, they won't be able to call it in. But if they walk out, they will be, unless they were actually in that circle when the EMP blasted their face off. So now on to 7. So on 7, I have the attack helicopter. So it just hovers around the map, shooting people, of course. Then there are steroids, which your team captures objectives faster. They can plant and defuse bombs faster, and teammates have lightweight speed. But it does not give them lightweight speed if they already have lightweight. It's not going to add more speed if they already have more speed. So that just make them way too powerful. But you cannot use this in search and destroy because planning and defusing is actually detrimental to that game mode. It would kind of be, I think it would be ridiculous to defuse a bomb in 2.5 seconds. So yeah. Then there is a flash. Basically, there's just a bright white explosion in the sky. It will stall air support from shooting for a little bit. and it will destroy all enemy equipment immediately, and it will blind all enemies for 5 seconds. This could really throw some fuckers off. Yep. And then there's Mobile Sentry, which basically you just get to drive a remote-controlled vehicle, and it has a minigun on top of it. Sort of like the, think of it as the suitcase minigun in Gold or 007 Nightfire. I played that in GameCube back in the day. Think of it like that suitcase minigun, but it has wheels, and that's pretty much it. And but you have to control it. It doesn't go driving itself and shooting itself. You have to drive and shoot it. Then there's the Tesla coil. So you just airdrop a Tesla coil, and it will zap nearby players and kill streaks. Then there is teleporter. You airdrop 2 teleporters using the map. Like, let's say you mark the top end of the map, then mark the bottom end of the map, and it will just airdrop these teleporters. They can be used by anyone, and they can go in them, and it'll pop them out of the other side. Like, you put a banana in a squirrel's ass, it just makes sense that it comes out of the elephant's nose, right? So, and if someone hacks it, like if the enemy hacks it, or if you hack the enemies, it'll just explode upon next use and kill them. Unless they're, unless if you hack it, it's not going to kill your teammates, of course, but they just won't be able to use it. Or maybe they will be able to use it. And then Carpet Bomber, which is just a massive bombing run that follows a straight path across the map. I ended up putting this down to 7 instead of like the normal 8 like it is in Black Ops. And in Modern Warfare 2 it's 9, but really those are not worth. They're really not worth that high. Like, when was the last time you got that many kills with it? Like, in Nuketown, that's about it, probably, or on Wasteland if you're lucky. So yeah, and then there's the coordinate strike, which basically instead of like 3 jets, like 1 jet drops the shit, and then there's a 1 behind it, and then another 1 behind that. The coordinate strike is 3 jets side by side, and they drop these bombs on the target at the same time. So it's like a bigger blast radius, and yeah, it's kind of lethal. Then there's the White Knight 2. So you mark a designated area, and it will drop 2 care packages. So it's a super care package, sort of. Then there's Reboot. Sorry, I'm kind of slow on this because I'm getting a little tired, and I'm just having trouble concentrating. So I'm sorry about that, guys. When I have little pauses in between a little shit, and I've been talking for a little bit, so my mouth is kind of getting a little dry. So I don't have my water with me either. So there's Reboot. So all objectives turn neutral. This includes headquarters, bomb plants, flags, shit like that. But it will not. You cannot use it in search and destroy, because then someone could just get a 7 kill streak. Yeah, they just get, someone pops a 7 kill streak out of their ass in search and destroy. There's 5 seconds left. They get the bomb plant, and then they just use it, and then they win the game or something like that. That's just that's something that should not happen. So that's why it should not be it should not be allowed in that game mode. So, and this could be especially effective in domination. Like, let's say you're just down by maybe 20 points, and and the enemy's triple capped you. So you call this in. Now they don't have those flags. They're all neutral. So now you have a chance to capture them. And even if you didn't get him captured right away, they're still not going to get points for it. Now they got to recapture it, and if they're trying to recap it, then you can fucking kill them, get another chance at trying to retake it. So yeah. Now, oh crap, where did I leave? Okay, yep. Advanced Sentry. So basically, it's just a Gatling laser on a tripod. It's automated, but it can also be controlled by pressing D-pad right after you place it. And you cannot actually walk up to it and control it because it's like a robotic sentry gun. So it's basically a computer-controlled or automated. And then the last 7 kill streak is Blackout. It's basically a personal EMP blast, but it contains nanites, and it will jam enemy weapons for 5 seconds if they're standing next to you. So they won't be able to shoot for 5 seconds. That's what jamming means. And we're coming to the end of this, so I will continue this in the next one, guys. I love you, in a manly sort of way.
Hoorah! Those maggot whores are gonna fry.